everything will be okay as long as they sign Corey Seager, said Marty Mush on Monday, November 29th, 2021. Narrator steps in now and says they did not sign Corey Seager. The Texas Rangers have now signed two big money infielders. I always want to say Trevor Simeon, Marcus Simeon, and
who signed Marcus Simeon?
The Rangers. And they signed Corey Seager.
I will never fault someone for taking $300 million, but they just took $300 million to live a nice life in Texas and never win another thing. But
isn't Texas a
they've been in
tax-free thing?
Yes.
Hasn't Texas been in the World Series more recently than the Yankees?
They're never going to win a thing. I actually don't know that. I have no idea
they did. They lost the Cardinals.
11, right?
Mm-hmm.
They lost the Cardinals. They blew that Cardinals series.
Well, they were in two. They were in 10 and 11. They lost both of them.
I went to watch that game at Applebee's with my buddy because there was a smoke who bartends on Friday nights at Applebee's.
What was his name?
Joey.
But I don't want to live in a world where the Texas Rangers are offering $300 million and the Yankees aren't even in the fucking ballpark.
Well, I mean, this has happened before. This is not new with the Texas Rangers. Hell, they're the ones that gave A-Rod $250 back in early 2000s.
Remember when we thought that was a lot?
Yeah, well, it's
Correa might get 400.
Inflation.
It's the world that we live in. You guys gonna
who?
I said Correa might get 400.
Oh yeah.
You guys gonna go all in on Correa?
Oh no.
I would.
What's wrong with you? What happened?
I don't know. Tommy texted us, "Oh no." And
this is a Yankees guy.
And with me and Hubs, so.
What does "oh no" mean?
Oh, never mind.
That was a inner podcast thing?
I think, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I did a quick Twitter search. I was like, what happened?
Okay.
Were you ever a hot stove guy? You seem like a hot stove guy.
I'm just not a big. I think it is one of the more interesting aspects of baseball when you get this level of free agent moving.
What do you do from April to Labor Day?
I enjoy my time. You know, I bet a little baseball, but I don't get into it very much. I don't like it that much. I don't know. I just do summer things.
Grows college baseball, Brandon.
I do. I grow the game. Hashtag grow the game. Thank God I got involved in that movement.
And you fucking Met fans, dude, shut the fuck up.
Hold on a second.
I know there's both. There's both, like Kevin and Frank, and there is people on Twitter, though.
There's
like,
another team. There's another team that's been to the World Series more recently.
Yeah, but you could also say realistic guys.
Yeah, but
I'm already talking about how I don't love the outfield power.
Losing
World Series isn't.
I'm just saying.
If you lost no, I'm not talking to you.
You guys can't even make it.
We're talking Rangers and them.
No, but the Mets.
I 1,000% play the Yankee troll in October because that's all I've known. The Mets haven't made the playoffs.
All I hear is I've been hearing a lot of Scherzer, is it too much money? He's 37. He is still dominant.
I feel like
only Mets fans.
I feel like I haven't seen like a ton of that. I feel like I've seen more overwhelming good signing.
Only Mets fans could spin that. We had a guy who treated nickels like sewer caps for fucking years, and we wouldn't spend. Now we spend. It's too much. You're right. Only Mets fans could.
And it's Max Scherzer, the best pitcher.
Exactly, yeah. And now we have the best one.
And he has opt-out after 2.
Do we have the best 1-2 punch in the game?
You do until June when one of them gets hurt, yeah.
Fair. See, that's accurate.
I would say without question.
Yeah, you definitely do.
You can be a realistic fan of your teams.
I mean, when he's healthy, DeGrom is the best pitcher in baseball. When he's not healthy, Scherzer might be the best pitcher in baseball. So, unfortunately, that's a lot.
Imagine if they had Syndergaard.
Well, they did.
Well, he hasn't pitched in 2 years, so what's really the big point?
I know. He's still got power. He's still...
I wonder where Stroman's going to go now.
Yeah, we don't really need him. Well we kind of do because somebody's going to get...
Well, you could always use an extra pitcher.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, that's Hot Stove. Talking the show.
Okay.
Well, the college coaching thing.
Where are we going next, Rico?
That's your show.
Yeah, it is, kind of. The college coaching carousel is fucking madness.
That one was wild.
It is. The last two have come out of nowhere. Like on Saturday, we were wondering, is Lincoln Riley going to LSU? Is Lincoln Riley going to LSU? No, he wasn't. He went to USC. The next day, we're sitting here yesterday wondering what's LSU doing? Who are they going to hire? And
they had that ace up their sleeve. Yeah.
Boom.
And I think Brian Kelly's the most underappreciated coach in this country. I think this is a marvelous hire.
I've said it all the time.
Without question.
Because
Notre Dame sucked for a long period of time.
And people, there's a narrative around Notre Dame even now that they're overrated. They play a weak schedule. It's all
can't win the big one.
That's all bullshit. I mean,
that's what I was saying.
They can win it just as much as Oklahoma can. And Lincoln Riley,
100%.
Lincoln Riley isn't looked at as a coach who's hit his ceiling. So Notre Dame has been, I think over the last 5 years, they've won something like 54 games.
54-9.
54-9, and the losses are like to Alabama, to Clemson, to Georgia twice. Like, they have been incredible the last 5 years, and that is with the ceiling of having to recruit at Notre Dame.
Did he lose to 2 eventual national champions?
At least, well,
He lost to Bama last year.
He lost to Bama, and then in the playoff, he lost to Clemson.
Clemson win. Okay, so that's 2.
That's the year Clemson beat Bama 44-16.
Ohio State, we beat them in the Fiesta Bowl the one year.
Yeah.
In like a
and then am I doing the math? Is it the same year? When did he lose that close one in September to Georgia?
2017.
Okay, was that the year Georgia lost in the championship game?
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
So 2
all
champions,
the losses have been to
a runner-up.
And that Ohio State team he lost to was, I'm telling you, that was the best team. That was the year after we won it all.
Well, and then he gets
that was a great team.
He got to the playoff twice and got killed, and people were like, "Oh, Notre Dame stinks."
Of Michigan State got killed in the playoff. No. Washington got a lot of teams got killed.
Not even that. When he got beat by 27 to Clemson, the next week they beat Alabama by 28. When he got beat by 17 last year to Alabama, they beat Ohio State by 28 the next week. So like. What do you want? What are you going to do there?
Yeah, right.
I think Notre Dame's been very good, and Notre Dame has restrictions. Like they have academic things that they have to meet. They can't take everybody. They can't take every 5-star recruit.
I know they lightened it a little bit, but it used to be you have to have a 26 on the ACT as an athlete. Whew.
Yeah, that's a lot. Would anybody in this room have made Notre Dame?
I would have barely.
I would have.
I barely.
I would have made it pretty comfortably.
I didn't even take the ACT.
You know the answer to
that. Honestly, no bullshit. Za would have.
Yeah, easy money.
Finance guy.
Well, I don't know.
I got a 31. I got a 20. I got a 2100 on my SAT.
You still got to fit the physical profile.
2100. I thought it was only 1600 possible in this.
No, the international one is 24.
It's 24 here.
It's 24 now with the essay.
Yeah.
Did you do an essay?
Yeah.
I think I got like a 1600 when I was a junior.
I just had like 6 dumbest questions possible. I'm thinking about taking the SAT in Africa. Like I don't know how that works.
You can, if you'd like to take the next 2 minutes to ask him about the international SAT, you can.
No, I'm good. There's so many things that I'm not sure if I don't know.
Okay. You maybe off the air.
When did you speak English, Za?
Okay. You're gonna ask me.
I started formally learning when I was 7, 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that. My cousins learned Mandarin.
Damn. Really?
In their Catholic school when they were growing up. I never understood that.
I took it from 4th grade to 10th grade.
Okay.
My sister actually did that too.
All right.
Took 6 years
it was for smart kids. She was in like an elite, like the top 30 in her class, and they put them in Mandarin.
Huh? How about that? I never learned Mandarin.
Me neither. I was in Spanish class.
Pays to not be smart.
I barely passed
If you think about it, that was just extra work for her.
I was on the train today.
Think about that. Like we literally took a class to learn another language, and they'd fail you if you didn't learn a language.
Yeah,
that's hard.
And you had to learn it. Well, where I was, that was a 1-semester class. You had to learn it in 3 months. So I was on the train today.
That's interesting.
And I was sitting in the one of the middle cars, not one of the seat cars, one of the middle with the benches. And there was one woman on there, and she was on the phone, and she was speaking beautiful French, and she was crying her eyes out. French is a beautiful language to cry in.
French is nice.
French is nice.
Yeah.
Like she was hysterical, and I felt bad about her. I wanted to give her money, but she just was. It was beautiful.
One of the most beautiful songs. I don't know the name. I don't know the words. Is Saving Private Ryan when they're all waiting for that last battle.
Yeah.
And then they start telling stories about that's when he tells the story about his brothers.
Right.
And the French woman singing that beautiful song, and Upham translates it to him.
Yeah.
Thought it was beautiful.
That was nice. It's a good movie. It's a real good movie.
Sometimes you got to be positive.
Not a rewatchable, but you starting that now? You gonna be positive?
Always positive.
You're very blue today.
Not betting. Yeah, thank you. I was wearing a black vest too, which my sister hates, blue and black.
Oh fuck! I just realized because one of my big topics today is to get on Smitty's ass for what the fuck happened last night.
What did he do? Did he go for broke for the
1-13
to win? No. I know that.
Show the standings, please.
But
I don't know what
did he do. Why did he do that?
On the show, he only had 3 bets, so I
think he went after some first touchdown stuff too.
He went 0-3 in tennis, and then he went fully.
I mean, look at that. I'm gonna walk.
I shouldn't have. Yeah, I went 1-5 last night.
I went 1-3. Yesterday wasn't.
Look at the win. My night of glory, plus 0.8 units. Only down 25 units on the month. Watch out, you son of a bitches.
1-13 minus 13.8 units. Jesus Christ.
That's really
bad.
bad.
I've never even pulled that
He's
off.
loading up again today, just so you know.
Well,
Yeah, but I mean, what? Who cares?
It could be the biggest swing ever if he was up 18 units 10 days ago and then
Yeah.
ends up in like last place. Or
What do we
something.
think about this? I know we're doing the bonus cash. 12 days of Christmas, December 13th to December 25th. Competition within us. Most units in that thing. Everyone else has to buy you a gift.
I'm in. I like it.
I do it.
Pride.
I'm
little,
in.
little extra pride.
Hey, I'm in.
Isn't the
I'll keep
13th to
donating to you, son of a
25th more
gun.
than 12 days. But anyway,
He's right.
Isn't
That's 13 days, but doesn't matter.
I did some quick math. 25 minus
He's
13.
fine. He's fine.
it's like when you're on episode 7, you think you have 3 episodes left, but it's really 4.
Right.
Can we do like a bowl game pool? Can we do like a bowl game pool or something?
No, we might do that too. Okay. But I like this. 13th through the 24th. 13th through
I like
the
that
24th.
too. Bowl game challenge.
We'll do the bowl game for sure. We got to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that.
So we
Cap the gift at
whoever wins
$50.
Oh yeah, I love.
But make it
Secret
thoughtful.
Santas.
I know. I thought we did one in the office.
Wait, do y'all want to do a Secret Santa on the
I
show?
think we should do a Secret Santa.
do a Secret Santa on the show.
We used to do one. I just got too big.
Yeah,
I
Barstool.
remember
But I'm
my first year.
talking about on this show, we'll do a Secret Santa.
Yeah. My
Okay.
first year here, we had Secret Santa, and I fucking got Dave.
Oh, what'd you get? What'd you get him?
I got him I had a painting of me and Uncle Herb and Dave, and I got him a gift card to his favorite place because I don't do gift cards.
So you just kept it when they there?
Yeah.
Sounds really nice. Okay.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. December, yeah. You got to liven it up because we're not here for a little while. So
I can't even remember who I got.
I got Mantis, and he literally got me like everyone's getting nice gifts and shit. He gave me like Betting for Dummies book.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was very. It was,
remember-
just didn't hit.
I got Andrew Barber, the guy who like runs the whole tech thing. Got me a really nice bottle of vodka.
That's
Really,
nice.
really
a
nice.
nice thing to do.
Double vodka Don.
That's
Really
really
nice.
nice. Okay, so we're gonna do Rico's competition or a Secret Santa.
Both.
I liked his competition too.
Both.
Why not both? Sure.
what was mine? Mine was the same. Oh,
13th
How
to
about this?
25th.
How
yeah,
about
yeah,
this?
12 days.
What if you talk to some people, aka Westy? Maybe we do our own Secret Santa, then the 12 Days of Christmas thing turns into a little bonus cash thing.
All right, relax.
We already have bonus cash for December.
I don't know. I'm just,
No, I like your
spitballing.
Okay, just, all right. Just
Let's make
hold
the
on.
bonus cash $20K.
No, you got to get.
Yeah, why not?
You got to
No,
help
because when I win it, you guys are gonna get mad.
Yeah, I would be pissed.
Yeah, I'd be really mad.
You got to think of the bottom line. What about this? The bowl game challenge. People can tag us with their bet slips. We track them. Whoever has the most wins, we buy that. We'll chip in, buy that person one gift.
Just a
We're increasing the sports book. Bottom line, though.
Yeah.
Gotta show us your slips.
We'll give them bonus cash.
Watching these brains brainstorm can't be exciting.
No, I can't.
I have
Although that brain's doing pretty good.
one motive: BSS.
The sports book.
Yep.
The sports book.
Company man.
And locking yourself in rooms.
Locking yourself in rooms to hide from people.
I wouldn't say that. It's just not interacting. If somebody kept taking cheap shots over 8 years, wouldn't you get tired? Like,
You take cheap shots too.
ah,
You take
after.
cheap shots.
I'm a return serve guy. Never once
No, that's-
start the serve.
That's just not true. That's just not true.
it is.
When I started, did you call me a redneck first?
Absolutely not.
I didn't know who you were,
You went 0-6. I just tracked that.
but you called me a redneck.
You went 0-6 to start. I
did
did
you?
track
Did
that.
you call me a redneck before I ever
Absolutely
met you?
not.
Are you lying right now,
No, I'm not.
Marty?
You might have.
You
I don't
definitely
know.
did.
I don't know if
I
you
don't think
definitely
so.
did, but you might have.
You definitely
I
did.
could see that happen.
I
I don't
didn't
like
kn-
that term.
I didn't
I don't
know-
really know what it means.
I didn't know who you were.
I'll be honest.
You know what redneck means?
Not really. I know
You-
it's a thing.
You at Return of RB, B Walker SEC or Brandon Walker Redneck is going to return some hits from like April 2019.
But he wouldn't tag you though.
No, but Brandon or maybe just Redneck.
I did. I wrote
April
a blog.
2019 Redneck Return of RB. I guarantee you it brings something
Let's
back.
find that.
Maybe May of 2019. Whenever.
If you're wrong, you're getting me a gift.
A lot of gifts.
I'm getting you a gift anyway.
$10,000 max. So maybe you just hand over that bonus cash.
Bonus cash.
Since
is
I
already,
won.
It's already in play. Already in play. Speaking of, okay, let's talk some gambling shit. We're going to talk college football in a minute.
3 tweets. One of them from a friend of the program. Mark and Philly called a failed lawyer a redneck. That's always fun. That's why Mark and Philly. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know how it's legal. Mark and Philly has that chair anytime he wants. In my book.
No, I've
In
said
my
that
book.
before. You don't know that. None of y'all know this. Actually, there was one day back in the spring that I had talked to. He was coming. He was coming to take that chair, something happened in Barstool that we needed to not do it. I can't remember what it was. Whether I don't know what it was, but Mark and Philly will be on this show at some point.
Nice.
That is being worked on as we speak.
Chat boys turn on him because he wins.
Yeah, and he
They hate him.
he's
It's great. It's a
fantastic.
villain.
He's
Chat boys
fantastic.
don't like any
No,
of us.
they don't like anybody.
The Chat
So he'll
boys,
fit
they're
right
like
in.
me, and all I do is lose.
He'll fit right in.
It's true. I got to find my battles where I can win them, man.
All right, so Brian Kelly.
Well, I want to talk. I want to talk some NFL lines first.
All right.
Because I went today, not lines, but so futures. I think this is very interesting as the season shakes out. On the Barstool Sportsbook right now, I'm about to give you the 10 favorites for the Super Bowl, 10 favorites for MVP. I want you guys to guess right now at plus 500, which is, boy, as far as favorites go, that's a low favorite.
5-1.
5-1 at plus 500. Who is the leading favorite to win the Super Bowl as far as teams go? On the Barstool Sportsbook.
I put it away, so I'm not
Cardinals.
cheating.
I'm saying Green Bay.
No, so
I was
Green-
going to say the Packers.
Yeah, but they haven't been respected all year. They were still at
Yeah,
like
they haven't been
12.
respected on the line.
I'm gonna go.
The Packers are, by the way, the Cards who were mentioned are plus 800.
Okay.
The Packers are plus 800.
Okay.
Bucks.
The Bucks are the favorite at plus 500 to win the Super Bowl right now.
I mean,
It does make
it
sense.
makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like that's just going from last year.
They got the history. They got the quarterback.
Brady. You start putting.
What are they? They have 3 losses.
I think they're 8-4. I think.
They're
I
also
believe.
they're in that NFC South. They'll win that easily. Antonio Brown's coming back too.
You start putting a higher plus sign on Brady. You leave yourself. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I
You
feel
leave
like
yourself vulnerable.
people
yeah.
are gonna jump on that much quicker.
What are the Pats?
So it goes Bucks plus 500. Second favorite, the Chiefs plus 700.
That's accurate.
Cards,
Chiefs are back.
Cards, Bills, Packers, all plus 800. Patriots plus 1,000.
I said 2,500 a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Ravens plus 1,100. Cowboys plus 1,300. Rams plus 1,300. And actually, kind of my favorite pick if they get healthy, the Titans at plus 2,500. 25-1.
I don't know if I'm.
There
buying
was a
that.
3-week period where the Titans were the best team in football. If they get back healthy, why not?
It's a shame.
Supposedly Henry's
'cause
trying to come back.
If the Colts held on, I kind of like the Colts. I know it's Wentz, but I kind of like the Colts.
Yeah.
Now it's dead.
I
but
don't think they're a Super Bowl. I don't think you could say Super Bowl.
it's
I think
you know me. I'm like, get me to the divisional and start hedging.
That's why I would think you would like the Titans. 25-1.
We're doing Super Bowl odds because I'm already thinking about hedging.
I love because there's nothing better than
And we've been talking about Super Bowl odds for
saying-
3 seconds.
There's nothing better than saying, I got him at 60-1, and you can hold.
Yeah, because you take the entire playoffs.
No, I took in a shortened season when sports were coming back. I took 6 baseball teams because I was excited. All 6 made the playoffs. 2 of them were up against each other. I got fucked.
Yeah, but there aren't that many good teams in baseball. You took most of them.
There's only 9.
That should
maybe.
tell you something. I took 6. They all made the playoffs. Every one of them made the playoffs.
And none of them won the World Series.
I also made them. I got
It's not hard
Cubs
to-
excited. They started 12-1. I'm like, I'm in on the Cubs.
I can guarantee
It's
you
not
right
hard
now,
to identify who's going to make the playoffs
I could
in
probably
baseball.
I could probably do the playoffs right now for
right.
next year.
Are the Mets in your playoff picture?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean, who made the playoffs in baseball this year that you didn't expect to make the playoffs? I mean, you knew the Braves were going to be the Brewers, maybe?
The Giants thing was
I
nuts.
think the Giants,
Giants, yeah.
Giants are probably the only team because
Yeah.
the Brewers usually win their division.
Yeah.
Red Sox weren't supposed to be great before the year. They were 20-1.
Fair
Yeah, but the
enough.
Red Sox are always
Yeah.
just like
Always
that
right
always
there.
surprised me.
Yeah, yeah.
And like the Giants were the only
Like the
surprise.
Astros, the White Sox, the Rays, we all knew those teams.
We
were
knew
gonna be
all the Yankees like
I
that.
text Jack at the All-Star break. Can we get a prop to have the Giants miss the playoffs? I want that on record.
Thank you for putting that on record.
They had like 176 wins. It was insane.
But I look at this like Bucks plus 500, Chiefs plus 700 are intriguing as hell.
That's intriguing.
I buy the Chiefs.
My thing with the Patriots at plus 1,000, 10-1.
We'll do that. Do buy, sell.
Are they
Go right
peaking
down
right?
the
Are they
list.
peaking right now?
Who?
Okay, all right. Bucks plus 500. Do you buy that?
Sell.
You selling the Bucks? I think you got to buy the Bucks with the
Not
quarterback.
at 5.
and the
Not at
history.
5-1.
That guy's just fought 12 rounds.
Yeah, that was. I can see that
okay.
face.
Yeah.
I already got some updates, so I mean,
It's all right.
Take a deep
no,
breath.
I understand.
Oh, I mean, 1-3 last night. Devlin rules game time from the jump.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Just fought a battle.
Credit.
Huh?
All credit to Devlin.
that is there's nothing worse than going on a Dave Portnoy show after going 1-13.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Smitty.
Oh, it happens.
It is what it is.
Congratulations. Bonus money, Brandon. Doing the thing.
You know, the wild thing is they just didn't do a Dave Portnoy show last week. when I would have been in there. So I did dodge a major bullet.
I'm sure you're getting it.
They reloaded the clip.
I'm sure I'm getting it, but I'm not. They haven't asked me to come in, so I would have been on there. Yeah.
Well,
so.
I think because this stuff has been happening. I guess I don't even know.
1-13. How'd that happen? Just started chasing.
Well, so I went 0-3 tennis during the day, and if I would have went 3-0, I probably would have put out like maybe 2 or 3 picks.
Right.
Went 0-3. That's all.
You were chasing. Yeah. Sinner got you.
He did. That bastard. That Italian fuck.
So we are talking NFL odds on the Barstool Sportsbook to win the Super Bowl. We're going buy, sell. We're going buy, sell. Buy, sell? I can't say it.
Buy or sell.
Thank you very much. Buy. Okay. Buy or sell these teams at these odds. Bucks plus 500. He sells. I don't know how you sell that. You still plus 500. 5-1 still pretty good.
For me, it's
a good return.
It's not like
that's a good return.
It's not that I'm selling like they obviously could win the Super Bowl. I just don't love it at 5-1.
That's a good return.
NFC's deep too.
I'm just not a long term. Like I need 10 or more for me to get in like long term.
There's 2 teams I like more in the NFC, so I'm obviously not buying the Bucks at 5-1.
But I think that if
I like the Cardinals and the Packers.
Favorite is 5-1. That is a great return. I mean I know what you mean.
50 to win 250.
Like think about when you're betting a game live and it's 500 and you hit. It's like holy fuck.
Right.
But I know what you're saying is I don't like holding.
It's like
it
I'm not gonna hold it from now to
like
February.
I have Duke right now. It's only one plus 1400.
But think of it. It's the third. In my eyes, it's a third. It's my third pick. I picked the Packers and the Cardinals before them in the NFC alone, and I'm getting it at the lowest price. To me, that's a bad buy.
Packers, I understand. Would you really pick the Cards over the Bucks though?
I think Murray can be dynamic
but have
if
the
he
Cards
gets
played
healthy.
their best football?
See, this is I try to put myself in this mind frame. Think not now, January football game. Tom Brady, Kyler Murray. Who you want?
Okay,
does that help?
Brady. Yes.
Yeah, I like that. You need both fingers.
That's what I do during bowl season. I picture the 2 teams all season. I watch them all play every game. I go, and I go, this team's gonna win.
But they're in the
I'm
same
sitting there
exact
for a
situation.
7th grade science class. His teacher's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I know that periodic table."
And that's when I think sharp. That's when I think sharp.
Go ahead, Smitty. Oh, were you talking?
Tampa Bay is essentially in the same exact situation as last year. Go ahead, Max.
My thing on the Tampa Bay is if you're looking at the future, let's say they don't get the 1 seed. You got to win 4 playoff games at 5-1. Is that good a odds?
That's what they did last year.
Yeah, I know, but the odds were better.
And you also have, I mean, they have Tom Brady. They have a guy who's not going to be like, I don't know what Kyler Murray's going to be like.
Did they go to Green Bay last year?
Yeah, they did. No, they did 3 in a row where they went to the football team,
All those
New
lost to
Orleans,
Washington.
Green Bay.
Yeah.
And then I still hate
Has
Derek
Brady
Carr.
been playing lights out though?
Not. I don't care if he has or if he hasn't.
At home, he has.
So I'd say I'm
home
buying
road
the Bucks.
splits are crazy.
I'm buying the Bucks to win the Super Bowl. I'm just not in love with 5-1.
Okay, all right.
Jeff. That's what I agree.
So Chiefs 7-1.
Buy it.
You're buying that?
Yeah.
I don't hate that at all. With
AFC's
the
wide
AFC just up and down, up and down, up and down. So you got 3 teams. We'll do this one like this: 3 teams at plus 800, 8-1. It's the Cardinals, the Bills, the Packers. Who are you buying the most out of that group? And how could it not be the Packers?
Packers.
Packers.
Especially if they get home field.
Defense is different this year.
Yeah.
Much
Although the
better.
Packers have shown an ability to get to the NFC Championship game and not do shit else.
Yeah, but
They've shown that
the buy and
quite
home
often.
field, that's just...
They're getting Zadarius Smith and Jaire Alexander back.
I just think their
at some point.
defense is better this year than it has been the last few years.
Yeah, fair enough.
I do think right now the Cardinals and Bills are at worse prices than they were preseason. So take that into effect that you're buying a worse number, just for the record.
The Cards are the worst number than they were preseason?
Yeah, well, they were long
Had to
shot
have been.
preseason. They're like 30-1.
I think they were 20 to 25.
Their win total is 8.5.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I misinterpreted what you said. Excuse me. Patriots plus are 10-1 and Ravens 11-1.
Patriots, bye.
I want nothing to do with the Ravens.
I'm selling the Patriots because I think
Bye,
they're
bye,
peaking
bye.
now. I think this is the best version of the Patriots.
I think this week is going to tell a
I
lot
think
about
he's
him.
building. I think he's building this kid, and like every week he's adding something new and getting a little bit better and a little bit, and he's more fine. They're fine tuning him to make that run.
I think I was going to say what Smitty said. I will let you know after this week.
Fair enough.
I
know what,
thought-
Axe?
'cause their
Defense
last-
running the football.
Because their last
December,
wins, right?
January.
What was it? What was their
Bye.
past couple of wins?
Oh, hell.
Smashed Atlanta.
Titans, which are hurt.
Yeah.
Smashed Atlanta Thursday night.
Atlanta, which is like whatever. Like I'm not
Smashed the Jets.
But I think I think smashing them matters.
No, smashing matters.
Did they beat
I'm
the
not
Bengals? They
discrediting
beat the
them.
shit out of the Browns. The Browns.
killed Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm
Rolled
not
the
discrediting
Browns.
them, but you are like I think the Bills are struggling like a weird Bills right now. I don't know how they even are. This is a huge a huge step, and I think you've
Fair.
got to wait after this week.
Now
Fair.
the last three here, I'll ask you if you buy any of these: Cowboys 13-1, Rams 13-1, Titans 25-1. I wouldn't mind a flyer on the Cowboys or the Titans.
I get your
I love the Titans.
I
at
get your
25-1.
Titans point because if they do get Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown back there, Vrabel's proven he can win in the playoffs.
I think Cowboys is a good one because they can turn it around,
Right.
and also they're going to win a division, so
Yeah.
you're going to get that bye.
I don't know. The Washington football team.
Oh, stop
They're
it!
in the hunt.
They got a lot of weapons too.
Well,
The
what the
Cowboys.
fuck's
Cowboys
with
have a
the-
lot
they're
of
hurt
weapons.
right
Did
now.
you see
though.
they took the Giants off the hunt?
I know. They have a lot of weapons.
You know,
I mean,
they're
Gallup.
not-
That's bullshit.
You're not in the hunt anymore?
On Sunday Night Football, they were there.
Everybody's in
They
the
were
hunt.
missing Gallup for a little bit.
Yeah,
They got a lot of
there was some
weapons. A lot of
bullshit.
weapons.
I know they're a super long shot. I just think they're a playoff team, but what are the Bengals? I'm just curious how long.
They were 11th. I didn't write down their odds,
Okay,
but
okay.
they were right behind these other teams. I'm gonna guess like 30-1 maybe.
I just feel like they're like a year or two.
No,
away.
I agree. I think they're like a
they're
play- I think they're like a playoff
playoff
team.
team that's building.
Yeah,
They-
I think
you know what they are? They're a team that could upset a team in the first round of the playoffs
Yes.
and then just get
Yes.
drilled in the second
Yes.
round.
I think they're a team that could be there in like a year or two.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they're good enough.
got the quarterback
I'm
and the
I'm a
weapons.
Burrow believer.
I've already talked myself into taking the Vikings and the points in that 7th place game, and I hate myself already. I'm convinced. like the Vikings will get in the NFC. I'm already can see myself saying, "Yeah, +9. Well, I like that."
I mean, who wants that last spot? The football team's got it now.
I know. Yeah, anybody really can get in there.
Let's talk about Cuts Clothing. Guys, work attire has changed. You don't have to wear stuffy, uncomfortable clothes anymore. Cuts Clothing has reimagined work clothes by elevating the classic T-shirt to something you can wear on any occasion, from a formal business meeting to a casual night out. Everyone loves Cuts Clothing. Elite athletes, entrepreneurs, and recording artists are all wearing what GQ magazine calls the only shirt worth wearing. And Cuts has your holiday shopping covered with a ton of new products and special site exclusive offers every day in December. Plus, get 15% off site-wide at cutsclothing.com/picks. That's CUTS clothing.com/picks to get 15% off. Plus, can't miss daily deals.
Oh boy. Okay. My mom is fucking texting me about something. I don't know.
Can't pause after your mom's fucking.
Getting to her. I'll text her back later. MVP odds. All right. Somebody tell me who the leader for MVP is right now on as far as the odds go on the Barstool Sports.
Tom Brady.
Rodgers.
Tom Brady is at +275. He is the leader in the clubhouse. He is followed by Josh Allen at 5-1. Rodgers at +650. Patrick Mahomes at 9-1. Dak at 11-1. Kyler Murray at 13-1. Lamar, Stafford both at 16-1. Herbert at 20-1, and Jonathan Taylor also at 20-1. I think this is easy. I think Mahomes at 9-1 and Kyler at 13-1 are the
Kyler's
best
missing
plays.
time, though.
That's I was
He
going to
has.
say Tyler.
They won with Cole.
I
Well,
feel like
2-1,
he's missed
2-1.
maybe too many
Yeah.
games to get
Really?
it.
I think if he comes back,
been
How
out,
many
what,
does he miss?
4?
3 or 4?
but if he comes
Three.
back and they finish strong and get the number 1 seed, like boy,
First of all, you can't count out Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
on that list, no
right.
matter
But I
what.
mean, he won it.
Mahomes,
I wonder Rodgers did win it last year. Does that hurt him in the voting?
I think it only helps. And
I
just
mean, he
puts
had
him in there
40.
again. I mean, if the Chiefs run out, it's
Yeah.
going to be Mahomes because they just love giving it to him.
9-1 is
At those
pretty good.
numbers, Mahomes, I think, makes the most sense.
You know who is a dark horse that's not even on there? And if they win out, which they have a possibility of doing, he's going to be in the consideration.
Who?
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, but Taylor 20.
Yeah, they just.
I know, but if they win out
What are they at?
and get in the playoffs,
They're
they're
like
6
5
and
6, 6-6.
Yeah.
Tough to win. I feel like a lot of people could be writing that down and then go, how do I pick the second best player on his own team?
Yeah, but if they win out, he will be the cause of that.
Fair.
Trivia.
Go.
That's the most excited you ever
Yeah,
said.
go.
Who? How many
Wait,
non-quota
before
since 2001?
before you ask this question, do you know the answer to
Yes,
it?
yes, I
Okay,
looked
all
it
right,
up.
good.
Since 2001, how many and who were the the MVP that
Okay.
were not quarterbacks?
Sean Alexander,
AP.
AP.
Ray Lewis?
2. He wasn't MVP, was he?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
Or just Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
I
Super
don't
Bowl.
think he ever won league MVP.
I thought he did.
Did he win? He might have.
LT probably won one.
Ladainius
big
Tomlinson.
2000. Oh,
Just
yeah.
tell me how many.
That huge year he had.
You said 01? When was it? Priest Holmes won one. Was it 01?
That's
So I think we're at 3.
You said AP.
Yeah.
Yeah, AP.
Did Priest Holmes
Alexander.
win one?
I think he. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he won one.
Sean Alexander for sure.
Did Larry Johnson win one?
No, I don't think he did. In 2002 when he had that huge.
He had a massive year, I remember.
Did Charles Woodson win one, or is he
no,
just Heisman?
he's just Heisman. I think we're gonna go.
Falk
our
won
final
in
answer is
2000, right?
gonna be 4. We're gonna go 4.
Wrong. You were right. The 3 you said. It was Sean Alexander, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Peterson.
Okay.
Sean Alexander was so good for like 1 year.
Interesting.
It's on the cover of
When
Madden.
you're
A good Madden, too.
It's crazy. Like LT scored, I think 31 touchdowns in the
Yeah.
season.
That's
It's
crazy.
fucking ridiculous.
I've thought about it because reading that list, it's just 12 quarterbacks.
Well, yeah,
Not even
Taylor's 20 to 1.
And usually, like, Henry's in it. I know he's been hurt, but, like, Jonathan Taylor, I mean, he's diamond.
Well, even that list, say it again, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Alexander.
Yeah.
And,
Alexander was 05. It hasn't happened in.
AP was
AP
2012,
like,
right?
No, AP was like 17.
No,
No, I don't
that
think
right?
so.
18?
No.
I think it was 2012.
12.
2012.
That was when he was still bouncing.
It was the after he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
In like week
he ran
16
for,
or 17, he tore it.
he
Too.
ran
Yeah,
for 2,000 yards.
When is Murray coming back officially?
That I don't know.
I would think,
it's this
I
way.
think
They have a bye week this week, and then he's back.
Yeah. So to Smitty's
it's
point,
Monday night, I think.
Yeah,
No,
so-
they had a bye week.
They had a bye last week. He's coming back.
I know he's missed time, but like you talked about Wentz having a good run. The Cardinals go at Bears, Rams, at Lions, Colts, at Cowboys, Seahawks in 4 of their last 6 games.
Yeah.
If Cliff doesn't go to Oklahoma, they got a chance.
Cliff's
And
agent
it's
doing work.
so Sunday. Rams is Monday night.
Yeah, primetime game.
Colts is a Saturday, Christmas night, and then the other 2 are obviously whatever. But
I don't think-
that kind of helps too. I feel like the prime time.
I don't think you can write off. I think Murray is very much in the race, no matter how many games he's
What's
missed.
he at?
If they
9?
He's at 13.
13.
13. Yeah. Like if he finishes strong, if he finishes and they get that number 1 seed or get close to it, he's got a hell of a resume.
Where do you think he ranks right now in the race, not odds wise, like ballots? If they were taking the ballots right now, like where do we need him to jump 7 spots? Do we need him to jump 3? Like where do you?
I don't know how you would quantify that without taking into effect the odds, because the odds are taking into account both statistics and wins and everything that he's put on the field. So
Yeah, I got you. I just meant more like realistically. Who do you think right now is being filled
who
out?
the
on
sports
most
writers vote
ballots?
for? Yeah, sports writers love voting for Rodgers. They love it, and they love voting for Tom Brady. So that's already 2 mountains you got to climb.
Isn't that lazy?
You want to talk about lazy sports writers? It's the laziest season, right? It's Hall of Fame ballot season in baseball.
Yeah.
Some of these ballots that we see getting out there.
I know. You see White Sox Dave's?
Dave Williams is
the Hall of Fame. It happens every week for baseball.
It does. It
Coleman
does seem like
fucked
that.
It's
But like some of these ballot, like there was one guy that just keeps doing a blank ballot every year and not voting. I mean, why does that guy?
How do you have a spot?
Scumbag.
Why does that guy get to do that? I don't
Crazy.
understand.
I kind of like that guy.
No, fuck that guy.
Dave?
No.
Oh.
No, the guy who's an empty ballot every year.
Yeah, and
Like,
then-
what an asshole.
Somebody
you are.
did a ballot. I don't.
TJ, what did you think about that? What happened in there?
Well, he wasn't in there.
Well, Dave's,
TJ.
yeah, he got
TJ.
called in.
Yeah, I was only in there for like 5 seconds.
Wait, you were
I
in
Could
there?
have done
TJ
better.
had a tough one.
TJ had a tough one.
What TJ do?
That's what I said. Oh no, too. I didn't.
Yeah, I defended you with my
appreciate
last
that.
breath.
Oh, I
afterwards.
don't want TJ to be in.
No,
the
well,
race.
that-
This is
I don't
my
want
fucking
either.
guy.
It was a
I
game
know.
time thing, and I was
Yeah.
with Game Time for a year. So
Okay.
TJ took a shot.
yeah,
TJ defended someone who should not have been defended at one point.
TJ is a ride or die.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
He almost died with that one.
Speaking of TJ, Thursday night during the Egg Bowl stream when I was embarrassing myself and getting my ass kicked and he's going to throw eggs at me tomorrow, like right when it became like 31-14 and my life had ended, TJ texted me and said, just want to let you know I'm thankful for you. And that was it. So he was both being nice
What a guy.
and the timing was just such a cunt move.
When is
trying to cheer you up.
the eggs are? What's the
Tomorrow.
rules?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Well, it's Saturday. The show's Saturday. We're
Yeah.
taping tomorrow.
yeah, but what's the?
I get 9 eggs and then there's a floating egg that Dave owns now.
Yes.
Dave owns
I gave
the
David
Mitzi-
on the end of the
Mitzi
run
passed
on the
it
end
off
of the
on the
rundown
rundown.
yesterday. I gave Dave.
That's a scary egg.
I gave Dave the floating egg.
That egg might
He,
hit.
he might freeze it.
No, that egg might hit you like 9 years from now.
Yeah.
Got a year.
He
Got a year.
He has a year.
He has till next day.
Oh, he'll hold that as long as possible.
Might be like the kids in a bad neighborhood in Halloween. He puts that in the freezer. That ain't exploding. He's just throwing a rock
Yeah.
at you.
We'll see. We'll see. But
Little trick.
I'll
You know when
catch
people used to put like powder in a sock and beat the fuck out of you,
9 eggs. 9 eggs.
I
on
promise
Saturday.
they'll be room temperature.
Yeah.
or bars of soap in a sock.
Did you go to school in an 80s
Yeah,
military
I
movie?
think I
Where
did.
you
Yeah,
go to
that's
school?
exactly the fucking Full Metal Jacket.
Bars of soap. Oh,
That's what they did in
Put rocks in a sock.
I didn't do that.
Rocks on a sock. That's a lot.
Bars
Yes.
of soap was weird.
It's
some
but if you
wild
put
shit.
it, it's a
It
weapon.
hurts. Yeah, it hurts.
That's what they did to the guy did to Pyle in
Yeah.
in Full Metal Jacket, and then they killed himself. That's nice. You ever
Do you
seen
know?
that movie?
Do you know that I didn't know
Yes.
that there was a second half of that movie?
That movie is the all-time didn't need a second half movie anyway. That movie, it's like Rudy. Rudy didn't need a first half. Rudy just really starts when he gets to Notre Dame.
Rudy sucks anyway. But
Did y'all see the Rudy memes of all like the Notre Dame players 7 a.m. are going to be doing this, like laying the jerseys?
All right, college football. So Brian Kelly has left Notre Dame to go to LSU. I think it's a great hire for LSU. I don't know what Notre Dame. I think they're probably going to just move Marcus Freeman, the defensive coordinator. up.
I think that's possible. I saw another thing that he wants to bring him to LSU and make him the highest paid coordinator in the country.
Did you see what Notre Dame said though too? Like they're going to do things differently with the interim coach.
Yeah, but they're not going to have an interim coach.
They're just not going to have a coach.
They're like they haven't identified an interim coach yet, and they're leaning towards not naming an interim coach. I don't know how
What
that
did
works.
it-
Well,
They're
they
in the
don't
playoff
like,
contention.
is this an
Who's the
all-time
guy?
like fuck up if they make the play? Like a what the fuck if they make the playoff?
Well, even
Yeah.
They're gonna heads like me.
but let me take it a different way. Is the committee going to weigh this now? If there's enough that happens this weekend to make Notre Dame possibly be the number 4 team, does a 2-loss Ohio State or a 2-loss Bama get back into play because they're going to say this team doesn't have a coaching staff?
That's so fucked up to me. I hate when they do that.
But what are we talking about?
I think
We're
it's
talking
I think it's a fair point to just bring up.
It is. No, he's right.
I mean, the committee very well might say Notre Dame doesn't even have a head coach. They don't have a coaching staff. They're in upheaval. Is this a team? And Notre Dame already was fighting a losing battle because their schedule wasn't that great. People didn't think they were a very good team. They ended up 11-1, sure, but it's not really a strong 11-1. This might give Ohio State or Alabama life, and I lean towards Ohio State more than Alabama.
I actually think they would lean towards Bama.
Why?
Just because I think when you look at Ohio State now, it's tough to be like you basically played 2 good teams and you lost to both of them.
Yep.
Well, that's going to be the case with
Where at least Bama, I think. Well, I think
Alabama has a win over
if
Ole
Bama
Miss.
got smoked by Georgia, then I think it would swing back towards Ohio State. But if let's say Bama stays within the number, I feel like they'd lean Bama over Ohio State.
Also, there's an element of 2 SEC teams has happened before. And you'd be screwing Georgia. If Georgia beats Bama and then has to play them again, that's kind of screwing them.
Well, I feel like they would kind of just slide them 3.
Yeah, they would.
Just strictly for
Well,
matchup
that would be
purposes.
crazy though. You can't justify putting them 3.
I don't know.
I think
just
Ohio
for
State will
matchup
get the nod
purposes.
because I think 2 Big Ten teams would be a more interesting subplot.
I mean,
than
I'm
2.
with it. I'll play
really-
Georgia.
I don't think any of this is happening. By the way,
I don't think so.
I don't think
I
with
think
it.
it's a
I
fair
mean-
point to bring up, but I still think they'd put Notre Dame in.
I kind of think they would too, but
I think this is a chalky weekend. I think Georgia's going to beat
I
Alabama.
also think they would kind of like putting them in just to like be like, what the fuck? Now Kelly's,
Right.
what's going on? So he wouldn't coach?
No, he's gone.
No, he's gone.
He's gone.
He had a meeting this morning. He had
He had to
Snooki
say
meeting.
bye.
He was there.
Why-
He was there 7 a.m. He walked out at
So
7:11.
do you think they said you have to take this now?
Yes, that's the one thing I want to, because I think too much of like I've seen Oklahoma obviously was doing it. Now Notre Dame, it's the same thing where people are like, "You're a scumbag," like you left this out to dry. When you get put in the situation where it's like $100 million, yes or no, you say yes.
But also, the
10 times out of 10, like you
Yeah.
got to make a move for you.
It's not a
When
move.
the
That's
college-
just what that's just, and I think it's more fair now because players get to do the same thing.
When
But it
college
is weird
football
because he had
rules-
another shot to get to the playoff. I know
But
he's
when
not
you get
coaching a game.
$100 million
but-
contract, yes,
Yeah,
no,
I know.
yes.
It's just
but
weird.
we're
It's just
overlooking
weird.
something. The most important thing, and when college football rules changed and moved signing day to mid-December, that you can't stay at your old job now.
No.
you have to get down there and you have to sign a class. You have to get started. And when it was in February, you could wait a month and you could say January, I'm going to get there. I'm going to recruit. I'm going to do whatever I can here. Now it's in December. You got to get your ass down there and you got to sign your new class.
I just don't get people acting like, oh, like you're going to put in your 2 weeks as the head coach
That's
of
not
Oklahoma.
really how
You're
it
going to put
works.
in your 2 weeks
Yeah.
for the head
People-
coach of Notre
people
Dame.
think-
That's not how it
People
goes.
think it's like a movie where it's like the coach is going to be like, "Oh, I love this team." It's like, fuck that. Like
Right.
you love the team, but you also love $100 million. And
Yeah.
also, it's for LSU. It's not like it's some bum fucks.
Kelly's been
Well,
at Notre Dame a long time.
Well,
too.
Notre
No, I know,
Dame,
yeah, it's
I'm sure
like-
that's a big hit to their ego that they just became a stepping stone.
well,
job.
Oklahoma and Notre Dame are in the
I
same
wouldn't
spot.
say stepping stone. He was there for a long time.
But I'm saying he leaving them for another job like that. If you said that 5-6
I
years
think
ago,
he's
that would
just
sound
done-
crazy.
I think
Everything
he
he could
maxed.
there.
I think he maxed out at
Yeah.
Notre Dame. Is
Yeah.
really what it comes
Yeah.
down to.
And you can recruit a quality. Okay, I put it like this: Kyle Hamilton in Notre Dame is a freakish athlete. He's
Yes.
an incredible safety.
Yep.
He's a top 5 pick. He is the best player he's had in Notre Dame. At LSU,
Probably,
he'll
yeah.
have a team full of them. He will have a team full of
team-
Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, right. And the only weird it just doesn't he doesn't seem like an LSU guy. That's the only weird
Well, no,
thing
that's
to me.
all it is. He's
Where
just
it's
not
like-
the poster boy for the Bayou.
They hired,
is such-
they hired Saban from Michigan
He
State.
Brian
is such
Kelly.
he is such a Notre Dame where he wears that puffy jacket and
You've
his
said
face.
that. So what
it's
is the
like-
poster boy for LSU?
Ed
No,
Ogeron.
no, I'm saying
Ed Ogeron
obviously
was
when you
LSU.
think Brian
To me.
Kelly, you don't think purple and gold. You don't
No.
think
Yeah, but you know who
Louisiana.
I know he was there
but no,
forever.
that doesn't matter.
That's
That
fine.
doesn't
But you know
matter.
who doesn't give me those vibes either was Les Miles, and Les Miles was there for a
There's
long
even
time
another
too.
one. I mean, what is Alabama about Nick Saban? Nothing.
No, agreed. That's,
Other than that, he just already coached at
I
LSU.
thought because I was saying when it was just rumors before it was official with Kelly, I was seeing a ton of LSU people being like, no, and I'm thinking, I'm like, why?
These LSU
like, why
fans, so
not?
they're unreal.
They're psychotic. The
I'm
LSU's
like
fan
he's a
base
better
is
coach
crazy.
than the one you just had.
By like
He's
10 times.
I said he's a great football coach. As a fan base, that's all you can ask for. He is a great football coach. He's won everywhere he's been.
He'll clean up all this.
Period.
They've had a lot of off-field stuff, and Kelly won't put up with a lot of it either.
Yeah, this is best case scenario for LSU, even if they're too stupid to realize it. I mean, they've
Yes.
gotten a coach who has built Notre Dame as far as you can build Notre Dame in 2021. It's hard to recruit to Notre Dame with these restrictions, with a fan base who is ancient. I mean, Notre Dame's fan base is
Also,
old as hell.
it's very difficult. I know it's Notre Dame. It's very difficult to get in the college football playoff when you're not in a conference. Let's face it.
It is. They got lucky last year because they were in a conference for a year.
Right.
And they have to be perfect outside the parameters of – you don't have to be perfect at LSU. You can lose a game. At Notre Dame, you got to be perfect. And I think it's a great move for him. I think it's a great move for LSU. I think this is a better hire than Lincoln Riley to USC.
Now, what's Oklahoma going to do? We figured that
They're
out
supposedly
yet?
Venable. I mean, who knows coaching carousel, but supposedly Venables, and they're full court going to try. He wants to full court press Levy to be his OC.
But I losing Lincoln Riley and then going with Clemson's defensive coordinator, to me, that's such a step down. Now, it might be the perfect thing because I believe this is an opportunity for Oklahoma to get away from that soft-ass brand of football Lincoln
As they come to
Riley
the
has.
SEC.
As they come to the SEC, build with defense and athletes instead of that soft-ass, we're going to score 49 and you score 45. That wasn't going to fly anyway. It wasn't flying. Even
It's
in the
not
Big
going to
12.
happen.
I don't.
But
hate
has
the
Oklahoma
Venables.
considered looking at Gundy
Oh boy.
with a fucking bag? I don't want to.
Could you sell to your fan base hiring a guy that you're 14-3 against?
Fair. But you're also saying Venable, like you're just kind of picking out of the.
But Venables is has been like the best coordinator for a long time,
And he has Oklahoma
and
ties.
he's due for a big job. He has
All
the
right.
ties. It makes so much sense.
I got you. I'm just.
It is the coaching carousel is weird in that USC swung for the fences, hit a home run. LSU swung for the fences, hit a home run. Like Virginia Tech's hiring Penn State's defensive
Yeah,
coordinator,
it's official now.
Brent Pry.
He was a Frank Beamer grad
Sometimes
assistant or
it's not
something.
bad though.
I know it's just weird. Like there's just these levels. Like Washington is hiring Fresno State's coach, who's been a head coach for 2 years.
That's
Kalen
crazy.
DeBoer.
He has,
like-
done, he has done a great
He's
job
been
at
good,
Fresno.
Yeah, and just like there's not that Virginia Tech guy, no pressures on him. Like Kelly has to win next year.
Yeah, but I think LSU
Not
is set up
the
to win immediately.
championship,
I think
they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
but and I'm not saying like he's done like he's been coaching for so long. The pressure's fine, but like
Right.
that Fry, it's like he's got.
You know, it's funny.
What
because
was
I was
That was excellent.
What was
That wasn't mean. I just scratching my head. My elbow hit his leg.
I was thinking
That
about
was
that.
not. That was not a.
I was thinking about the
The
recruiting. part of
malicious
it
stuff's
with,
coming later this week, boys.
I was thinking about the recruiting stuff with Notre Dame too, because obviously we talked about yesterday where like Lincoln Riley, he's going to bring a bunch of Oklahoma guys to USC, and you just talk about the Kyle Hamilton now, like at LSU, that bunch of Kyle Hamiltons, like he's probably not bringing anybody from Notre Dame.
No,
literally no one.
And I know he's trying to get Freeman, but like Lincoln Riley got on a plane with his defensive coordinator and his receivers coach and like everybody. Brian Kelly got his ass out of South Bend, went by himself.
Yeah.
He's going to
he's
try to
trying to
bring
get Freeman. That's pretty much
but
it.
he probably isn't going to be able to do it if Freeman becomes their
yeah,
next
he
head
might
coach.
be.
Lincoln Riley gets on the plane, they go, "Oh, here's the Wi-Fi, sir." He gets it, and he just starts texting his best players surfboard emojis.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
it's
let's
just
go.
come, and the views like, "Come look," and I'm like, "Yep, fuck yeah, I'm going." Like, all right, like it's
Well,
as long as I'm invited, I'm going to the party.
The ironic thing is a lot of those best players he took out of California and brought them to Oklahoma. Now they get
Even
to go
more
back.
of a home run. Yeah, see, I
Stupid.
don't know the intricacies like that enough,
Yeah,
but you know.
stupid question. I know there are recruiting violations for people in high school and underage. Like, is that a recruiting violation at all?
Here's the thing, Smitty. Since the NIL went into effect last year, I think recruiting restrictions and violations are just out the window.
Is that even with the Young Bucks?
I think it's just out the window. I think it's just do what you got to do now, and we live in a world now where coaches are texting play. I don't think like the tampering and all that. I think that's done. I think the transfer portal is as open as it's ever been because Oklahoma will lose a lot of players. I bet they're going to gain a lot of players too. So I don't know that recruiting violations really matter.
I mean, they're already talking about Arch Manning getting like $10 million deals. He's like he's
Texas
what
is
is he,
supposedly
sophomore,
like
junior?
offered it. Yeah.
That
Do you see
Lincoln Riley contract was actually crazy.
Okay,
If that's true,
you know what
if
the
all of
craziest
that's
part
real,
of it
It's
is?
true.
use of the family plane?
That one I can.
That's the best
Them
one.
paying
out of
$500
everything.
over
Best
asking
one.
price on the fact that he owned 2 homes.
Why did he have 2 houses in Norman?
Oklahoma?
Yeah, you know I had
Does
too.
he have 2 families?
Yeah, of course. He's
might-
got a weekend home.
He's
and
got a
week.
family house and a pussy house.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley. Come on,
He's a young
now.
guy.
He's slinging
I
that
wonder.
rat.
I wonder if his wife's looking at the contract. And we have 2 homes.
Like, oh,
She's like,
shit.
yeah, don't worry.
One of them's not like on a lake or something.
Where's that second
But
house?
the use of for his family of the plane was the best part of that entire thing.
He's
Hey,
got a
let's
deadbeat
go.
nephew somewhere. It was like, I want to go see the Stones at the Garden.
He's like, just fly him out.
flying
That
out.
poor pilot.
Yeah, and the pilot's sitting there. He's got to fly back.
I want Lincoln Riley to use that for everything. He
Oh,
does.
He's got
I
some-
would
yeah.
abuse the fuck out of that
Some
plane.
spoiled niece is
Like,
like, I want to go shopping.
I
Where do you
want
wanna
him
go shopping?
to be like,
New York.
I want him to fly to Malibu, like just for like
Yeah.
to go to grocery
Just
shopping
up and
over
down.
there.
It takes off longer than you're up.
Here we go.
Right.
Man, oh man, it's been a crazy coaching carousel. But this weekend we got some championship games. Okay, so the big one I think, as far as betting goes, is Georgia Alabama, and the line's not really moving towards Georgia like I thought it
It's
would.
7.
I'm telling you,
7?
I'm
It's
betting
that's what I saw
Alabama.
this morning.
It is settled at 7, so I guess it'll move late depending on which way the bets go.
This is a game to me where it's either you're betting Georgia and don't care what happens because they've done good for you all year and
Right.
they haven't blown everyone out, or you got to feel uncomfortable betting Alabama. That's it.
So
Which is a rarity in the last 10 years.
First time they've been an underdog since
15.
Rick of 2015.
No, being uncomfortable betting Alabama is a
Yeah.
weird phrase.
And
And,
I-
you're right, though, because I would be uncomfortable.
I wasn't going to be uncomfortable until the Auburn game really scared me. I know it was at Auburn, but like
it's a backup
but-
quarterback.
a hurt backup
was
quarterback.
literally on
but
one
Bryce
leg.
Young, that last drive really got me going.
Me too. There was
It
something I
got-
was like, oh,
I've
this
never
guy
seen
is.
someone so calm as a freshman doing that with that little time and his season's on the line. So I was like, that literally is making me bet them.
It
Yeah,
literally
if you
was
drop
like-
back that calm against Georgia, you're gonna get your fucking back broken. I
You're not wrong, but
No, you're not wrong.
there was something
That's why
about it.
it's-
I watched it. I
yeah.
said on the rundown yesterday too. I was like, I just watched that drive and I was like, wow, this guy's really good.
I have a couple bets I love this
Without his
weekend
best receiver too.
that are off the beaten path. And in fact, one will be my lock on the college football show tomorrow. There are 2 bets I love that are off the beaten path. I love Western Kentucky Friday night against UTSA.
I like that, too.
UTSA hasn't been a good team in about a month. They were.
I mean, North Texas beat the shit out of that.
they beat the shit. UAB had them beat. They got lucky at the
My
end.
win totals went sour real quick. North Texas turned out to be pretty good. Old Dominion's close to a bolt. Like it's
Hey,
fucking crazy.
can we go back and look at the win totals from the offseason? Or if you've got that, and we don't have much time today. Maybe we
Win total Wednesday. We can do it tomorrow.
Maybe we do it tomorrow. Let's do it
Win total
tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll recap it tomorrow if you can get that between now and tomorrow.
Cal and USC are playing Saturday night at 11 o'clock, huh?
The other off the beaten path in the state of Mississippi on Saturday on the Barstool Sportsbook app. You can get it right now. Jackson State is playing for the SWAC championship. It is being played at Memorial Stadium in Jackson, Mississippi. Dion's got that program and that town a flutter. They're minus 6.5 against a 7-4
Saw that
Prairie View
today.
team. Prairie View just lost to Mississippi Valley State. Minus 6.5 Jackson State at home to win the conference
He
championship.
won the SWAC Coach of the Year, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
I just saw that.
Interesting.
Also, UConn, I hit my win total there on the 1.5.
Well, when they got that one though, you were nervous.
I was sweating.
touch and
But
go there for a while.
I had one on there.
I mean,
That's
once
good.
they lost to Holy Cross,
That-
I was
yeah.
like, I think
Yeah.
that's your good
Can I
money.
give you a quick hypothetical?
Who they beat? Yale.
Yes.
Go
I
ahead.
think.
Go ahead.
They probably didn't know that they were going to be good, top 15-esque,
Right.
and it's the only team that fits the mold. But should Notre Dame have been playing a game this weekend as a measuring stick game against BYU?
Yeah, but this was such a rebuilding year for them, right? This was such a huge rebuilding year. They just didn't see this coming. And listen, they're built. As long as Kelly does, as long as they don't lose a lot of players to go to LSU, they're built for the future. They look really good.
I got you. I just meant more of everyone gets. So Oklahoma State, Notre Dame is the big comparison.
Right.
If Oklahoma State's going to get a big win against Baylor, possibly. Notre Dame's going to be left in the dust because nobody sees them. You have a big game against somebody,
Yeah.
You just stay in the relevant high.
So
you know
this
what
is
I mean?
what
That's
Coastal
all-
and BYU did last year, right? They were both undefeated and needed a game, needed a measuring stick, needed to be able to. Now Coastal ended up winning that game, and it hurt BYU, but they scheduled that in like 4 days.
Right.
So I don't mind that idea. My thing is, can you schedule a 13th game? I'm not sure legally you can.
I think they should have scheduled it, like had another bye and played their 12th
so
game.
schedule
now.
11
Yes.
games and then save
The
championship
the
weekend.
Sun Belt used to do it. They
That's
would have
not a
they
terrible
would have
idea.
regular games today or Saturday.
If you're independent and you think you have a chance at the end, keep championship weekend open and flex it out. But you would need a willing dance partner and somebody that
it
matches.
really is only BYU. It's only a
Right.
hypothetical. It's fine.
Yeah. No, but it's a good.
You know,
hypothetical.
Notre Dame starts looking at it. Hey, we got close and got left out. We got close and got left out. How do we not get left out? Maybe these championship games are hurting us. That's all.
Oh, Roan's here today. Hi, Roan. What are those shoes, Rico?
Stan Smith.
I like them.
Last night, college basketball, Iowa, Virginia. Fucking Virginia, man.
Does
Missing-
Virginia score now?
Not really.
Virginia unders haven't seemed as good this year.
They were good after Houston, but then yesterday it
Just
went
to
over.
come all the way back like
But
that. Just
they
to
were
get
down
cupped.
14 and a half, and they were up 1 with 40 seconds left, and they missed free throws, and then Iowa won by 1. And Jordan Bohannon in his 12th year was great last night.
College basketball and missed free throws go together like
Oh,
ham and cheese.
and tonight we got Duke, Ohio State. So Big Ev's, I told him right when he came out, I was like,
No
you
red
need
line.
them
That,
to.
that line is
It's not, thank God it's not a system play for me.
it's favoring Ohio State.
Why is it
it-
not a system?
It's 3 to 5.
I thought it was.
No, it's not just
It
plus.
touched 3 at times.
Three
Definitely
times, that's
touched
fine.
threes.
But so I think we were talking about this before. Duke wins by 15 or loses by like 3.
There is no Duke close win, in my opinion. I think there's 2 outcomes.
Smitty, you okay?
He's
I'm
got,
just thinking.
he's got a lot going on. Credit to him even
Wheels
coming
are
in. I would have
Yeah,
sat down.
good for him.
I
It's
would have
Duke
went to the
minus 2.
fucking sauna after that.
It's 1,000% a letdown spot.
It very much is.
I'm an atrocious college basketball gambler, and I've been like very vocal that I thought we were going to blown out in this game, and that makes me feel even better about it.
Guys, we got to get picks started.
Yeah.
We got to get picks started, then we'll come back to Duke and Ohio State. So I'll get it started because I am leading by 10 units with. Now I'm sure Marty's going to throw a parlay out there, and from what I hear, Smitty's absolutely going apeshit nuts tonight.
I might be in last place by the end of the month.
Yeah.
I don't. That's
No,
gonna take
Ben.
some serious
I
doing.
might be in last place.
I don't think you know what he's about to do. So I'm anxious to see his card. I'll start with mine. I got 4 plays again, 2 in the NBA, 2 in college basketball. I like Indiana minus 2.5 tonight. I like Wake Forest minus 1.5. Those are my 2 college basketball plays. I love the Grizzlies plus 3.5. And huge, kind of a showdown here. Suns at 17-3. The Warriors at 18-2. The Suns are at home. I like the Suns minus 2.5 to win that game tonight.
What time's that game? 10:30?
Yeah, I believe so.
That'll be in the rotation.
Yeah,
Thank you for the heads up.
It's a hell of a game.
I hate that late. That 10:30.
I don't.
Murder.
You know,
All right,
game, though.
Smitty, what's
you
up?
have nightmares. You know.
TJ, you're going to have to refresh the old noggin here. I believe we're riding high on the Nashville Predators.
Jesus Christ.
And Syracuse at home, money line against Indiana. I like that
I've
one.
been watching. They've been playing like shit.
Again, Syracuse at home against Indiana.
Fair
I
enough.
like them. Carrier
They
Dome.
lost to Colgate at home. Sorry.
Carrier Dome. Mush.
Yeah,
Carrier Dome.
it was at
I don't
Carrier
care about
Dome.
Colgate.
100
Carrier Dome.
points actually let up.
Hey, Carrier Dome. Also got a nice little parlay at the end, which I think is very.
Wait, hold
feasible.
on. Can I just recap just the Predators minus
Oh my
1.5?
God.
Predators team total over 3. Predators win in shutout. Predators money line. Predators score first and win.
Nashville. Baby.
Predators win in shutout. It's what? Where's
Plus
that?
Like plus 850.
I like that bet.
I actually love that.
Coyotes team total under 2.
We might start sprinkling shutout hockey bets.
That's
What do you mean start? He's been doing it.
That's
No,
like
that's
first
a great-
touchdowns.
that's
I
a
love
great-
it.
He had one last week that was a shutout, and I was like, and I looked at it. It was the Bruins playing somebody. It was Bruins to win in a shutout plus 600. I was like, wow, that's good. And this was like 9 o'clock at night, so I went and looked. It was 5-5 in the third period.
the Coyotes are really
Marty
bad.
Mush.
I got Duke money line. I got Duke minus 2. I also got the benchmark parlay. Duke minus 7.5.
Say the name.
And Devil, what is it?
Deal with the devil.
Deal with the Devil. And it's over 145 or something like that. TJ, you got those up? I also have my bet with Marty parlay as well. Steph Curry and Devin Booker to score 30 points each plus 625.
Okay.
I love that.
Great
That's
bet.
fun.
It's a fun
Yeah.
bet.
It is fun.
And then, I got Indiana Minnesota. Syracuse literally plays his son way too much.
Big F.
All right, I'm taking the Buckeyes plus 2.5. I get all plus 2.5, so I'm taking Pitt plus 2.5 as well, even though they're awful. The line makes no sense. I'm going to take a shot at them. I'll take the Warriors plus 2.5. They've been playing too well to catch points.
You're not going to watch that Pitt game, are
Ben
you?
Mintz.
I got Wake by 1.5. I'm pulling for TJ heading to the Rutgers game. Taking Rutgers by 1.5 tonight. Good luck to our guy. Old Dominion plus 6. In the NBA, I got the Grizzlies with you, and I got the Knicks plus 6.5 in Brooklyn.
Exciting news about TJ. I'll say it in a minute. Go ahead, Rico.
Boise State in a close one. Duke laying the 2, North Dakota State, and the Duke parlay boosted via the bench mob. And also, I told you, I need people to alert me. Morikawa's teeing off today, plus 950 to win whatever the fuck tournament he's playing in today.
It's in the Bahamas. I think Tiger did a press conference from there this morning. TJ, our own TJ, going to be the guest of honor at Rutgers basketball tonight.
No.
Oh,
Let's go.
Wow.
damn!
All right, I got to
You didn't tell us?
I'm betting Rutgers. Add Rutgers to my card.
I want you to know, TJ, I didn't say anything there because I'm happy for you.
That's awesome.
That's incredible.
Big Tim in attendance?
Why wouldn't you just be happy for him?
I am happy for him. It's just, they lost to Lafayette.
Come on, man. Come on.
They can't lose to TJ's.
I love you,
guest of honor.
TJ. See, I told
out to
you.
TJ.
I told you I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, but then when you say I'm not going to say it, that means that you have something to
No,
say.
I wasn't gonna say it. I'm happy for TJ.
For a friend. That's an asshole comment.
We'll be back.
We should have went with them.
Should have gone.
Still can.
Should have gone.
Your ticket.
9 o'clock, late tip.
Duke's on 9.
All right. Yak is up next.